So a lot of times, all of you out there are potentially considering how educated you need to be in terms of health. Do you need to be a health coach? Do you need to be a nutritionist in order to start a juice bar? How much information do you really need to have? Hey guys, Andrew McFarland here from StartAJuiceBar.com. Hope you're having a beautiful day. And today I want to talk to you about education. Educating yourself, educating your staff, and educating your customers on the benefits of the products that you serve. So a lot of times, all of you out there are potentially considering how educated you need to be in terms of health. Do you need to be a health coach? Do you need to be a nutritionist in order to start a juice bar? How much information do you really need to have? Now, the first thing that I want to say is you don't need to be a nutritionist. You don't need to be a health coach, because really what you are is an entrepreneur. And you need to educate yourself on how to run a successful juice bar business. That's first and foremost. But the second thing is that, yes, it does help to gain knowledge and insight into the benefits of all the ingredients that you have of juice cleansing. These are things that I would imagine you're naturally inclined to do, which is what's inspiring you in the first place to start a juice bar business. First, people usually start and think, wow, I've really been interested in health. I'm learning and gaining all this information. I'm trying this myself. I'm juicing for myself. And then step two, actually, I want to share this with people. I want to start a business. And so the reason I wanted to start by just saying that you don't need to be a nutritionist and you don't need to be a health coach. I am neither of those things, but I have a very deep passion for health and I know quite a lot about it, is because I don't want these lack of certifications to stop you from thinking that you can start a successful juice bar business. That's the first thing. And then the second thing I want to say is that, yes, it is important to continue your education. There's a lot of great resources online. There's great books out there. Just a couple that come to mind if you haven't watched Dr. Morse's channel on YouTube. It's Dr. and then M-O-O-R-S-E, I believe. We'll have the proper spelling there below. He has a great channel all about, juicing, all about fasting, all about, fruit and monomealing. A lot of really great information. You'll learn a lot about how the body works through his channel. So you'll always educate yourself, but don't let how much you don't know stop you from starting this business, because you can always learn more. You'll learn more along the way. Having more knowledge is great because it not only empowers you on a personal level and the people around you, but it's actually great as a sales tool. It really helps empower your customers, because they are going to want to know what they're drinking and what is it actually doing for their bodies. And so the next conversation I want to have is, how do you actually educate your staff, who will therefore also educate your customers? What are the many ways that you can do this? So the reason that this is really important is because we're in a different industry. Every industry has its own sort of, you could say, rules and laws, and one of the rules and laws of the environment of being in a juice bar, especially if you're, and I should say specifically if your juice bar is focused on helping people get healthy, is that your customers want to be educated to what the health benefits of your products actually are. And so first, talking about how to educate your staff. Hopefully, when you hire your staff, you're going to have an employee manual, and part of your employee manual should have your menu in it, and part of your menu should actually have the benefits of juice fasting if you're doing cleanses, but either way, it's important for them to know, and the benefits of all the ingredients. Have that information in there. But really what's going to help educate them is a couple of things. Is one, making it a requirement. Right? So we test our staff. If we're also working with clients, we make sure that they know that that's a requirement. Their staff, up to, depending on how big their menu is, but usually up to 3 weeks into their employment, they should have base level knowledge on certain things. One, the recipes and knowing them by heart, but two, what are the benefits of certain common ingredients? They should know these things because customers are going to ask, and even if customers don't ask, it's really powerful for your staff to be able to articulate these things to consumers as they're considering making a purchase, because that's going to inspire them to make that purchase. So there's a difference between someone coming and saying, oh, yeah, what's in that juice? And you say, okay, well, it's got this, this, and this. It's got lemon, apple, and ginger. Then saying, it's got lemon, which is really great for your liver and your kidneys, and it's got apple, which is great for your gallbladder, and it's got ginger, which is anti-inflammatory and antifungal and antibacterial. Different experience that your customers are going to have about purchasing that product, right? So be aware of, first, getting your staff that information, and two, making it a requirement. Have high expectations of your staff so that they can actually be sure that in order for them to keep their job, especially if they're in retail, they should know what the benefits of these ingredients are. So that's the first thing I want to say. And that education never stops. You know, one layer is obviously with the employee manual, but always send out, you know, newsletters or emails to your staff on things that you've been discovering about, maybe new products that you're introducing, if it's spirulina, or new things you've learned about spirulina. Never stop that process of education. And if the staff that you have are really meant to be a part of your staff, they will actually be excited and inspired by this kind of information. And then another thing you can do is, just when you're in the store, when your management's in the store, is you can constantly be testing people. You know, for me, I'm always asking, hey, you know, who knows what the benefits of this ingredient are? Who can tell me what are 3 benefits of celery, right? And just by creating an environment where people are constantly in the conversation around health and the benefits of the products and the ingredients, it will inspire your staff and empower your staff to be more educated. Now let's talk about your customers. Okay, what are some ways that you can educate your customers? As I kind of pointed at before, sending out regular newsletters. But really the point is in every medium, nearly every medium that you're marketing within, whether this is your Instagram, or it's your Facebook or YouTube, and hopefully you're savvy enough and consistent enough in your marketing to be utilizing as many platforms as possible, right? In every single platform, you want to educate them on the benefits of the product, whether it's your website as well. In store, I like to say that there's a really great marriage between creativity, meaning art, and education. So you can have a really great, you know, images on the walls in the bathrooms that could be playful, they could be fun, visually appealing, that simultaneously display your product or display specific ingredients, and also share with your customers what the benefits of those ingredients are. So that's going to really help them just fall in love with your business, because you become a source of their empowerment. So the way that they relate to your business and your brand is going to be so much more impactful. They're gonna invest more money in themselves because they have more reasons to do so, and they're all gonna love you for that. And so that's what I wanted to share with you right now, is really, one, just knowing the importance of educating you, yourself, and your staff, and also supporting the consumer in educating them, because the more, and I promise you this, the more educated they are, the more empowered they are, the more that they will invest in themselves through your business, which means you're going to make more money, your bottom line will increase, your impact will increase. You know, if you have to give weekly talks, have health coaches come in, maybe you give the talks regularly on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, you know, have gatherings in your store where people can come and share about different recipes, different health benefits, things that they've learned. Do it all. Educate your staff and your customers as much as possible, because you'll see the benefit of that in the long run. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you like the video, press the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, or you just want to say that you like the video, you can put it in the comment box below. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us also, if you haven't heard our podcast yet, we have a podcast. We release episodes on iTunes. It's the Juice Bar Experts podcast. Search for us there. And as always, wishing you guys a lot of success. This is Andrew McFarland with StartAJuiceBar.com, and I will see you guys at the next video.